Welcome back to another video. Today we have the 2025 Mercedes-AMG GLC 63 SE Performance Coupe. Total retail $103,000. This is a plug-in hybrid GLC 63 we've all been waiting for. Give you guys a brief tour of the exterior, the interior, and go on a test drive. First things first, let's talk about the performance of this GLC 63 SE Performance Coupe. One, we have a handcrafted AMG 2-liter inline 4 turbo engine with an electric motor on the rear axle, which provides for combined engine power delivery of 671 horsepower and 752 pound-feet of torque. Now, all this power goes through the AMG SPEEDSHIFT MCT 9-speed transmission. The gasoline-only engine produces a staggering 469 horsepower, but combined with the electric gas turbocharger, which is right here, we have a total output of 671 horsepower. Now, the electric gas turbocharger and the electric motor on the rear axle provides an additional 200 horsepower, but combined horsepower delivery 671 horsepower. And a ton of torque. This is Formula One technology, and that's really the power delivery from this GLC 63 SE Performance. We also have performance formatic as well as AMG ride control suspension with adaptive damping, and this car does have a 2.5-degree rear axle steering. Let's step outside and see why this is one of the most powerful hybrid Mercedes SUVs you can buy today. As you can see, it looks pretty nice. All the text we've gotten used to from Mercedes-AMG. Now, the exterior color of this GLC 63 SE Performance is the polar white. Other options you get in this car, this is the Pinnacle trim, which gives you these digital lights, and we have a head-up display as well as augmented reality navigation. That's what you get for an additional $2,000. Front fascia, very aggressive styling, very large intakes right here with the high gloss black elements, around number of sensors. If you come to this other side here, you can also notice the Mercedes Star, which houses your active distance electronic systems, which means this car has adaptive cruise control options and the radar systems, which provide for active following distances. And we have a front-facing camera down here as well, AMG branding on the right-hand side. This is the Panoramic grille with the vertical slats and a very large front diffuser. I can see the intercoolers from down here. Love the power domes on the hood. The Falterback badge sits flush on it for the first time. On the side perspective, these are new wheels for 2025. These are the 21-inch Y-shaped rims. These are AMG forged rims finished in black, sitting on Michelin Pilot Sport 4 SUV tires. Size of the front tires is 265/40R21. These are 21-inch rims. We have 4 piston brake calipers painted red. The front rotors are drilled for cooling. Notice the turbo e-performance badge on the side here because of the 150 kilowatt battery on the rear axle, because this is a plug-in hybrid. Chrome door handles come standard. This car does have the AMG Night package, which means we have a ton of high gloss black elements around the windows like we're used to, and also notice the black element down here as well underneath on the wheelbase. This is a coupe design, sloping roofline. Just love how it looks back here. And here we have the charging point on the GLC, and you see all the options. 440-volt battery system, and that's the charging point because it's a plug-in hybrid. About 20 minutes to charge from 0 to 80%. Electric only range is about 8 miles. Not a lot, but the combined fuel economy on this GLC 63 is 31 mpg. Red design, good looking LED taillight, new for 2025. Notice for the new car we have the GLC 63S badging with the red lettering on the right hand side. Love the LED taillights and AMG badge on the right hand side. This car has a class 2 trailer hitch, towing I believe is about 5,000 pounds. Notice the quad exhaust tailpipes because this car has the AMG Performance exhaust system. We have bumperettes to protect your license plate, number of sensors, very aggressive rear diffuser on this GLC 63. Also notice the Mercedes Star has dark chrome because this car has the AMG Night Package Plus, which means these are not chrome anymore. They have this dark chrome look. Let's check out the storage. We have a modest about 17 cubic feet back here, and cargo cover to protect your luggage from the sun. And I think this button lowers this seat to give you additional storage. If you have skis, you just want to slide them through here. Some side netting for storage. You can also lower the other seat on the other side. Now, because this car has the electric battery on the rear axle, so this is all the electrical components go back here as well. Now this is a fairly heavy SUV, right? It weighs about 5,000 pounds, believe it or not, because the battery is heavy. We have electronic tailgate, and the gas cap is always on the right hand side, and that's pretty much it all around the GLC 63. Let's jump inside, see how much legroom we have. First of all, I'm gonna put the seat back. Let's jump inside. So we have a modest room. There is actually some space between my knees and the back seat. Love the black piano lacquer trim on the trim. This car has heated rear seats and Burmester speaker system. I love all the leather upholstery back here and the gray contrast stitching. This is the view facing forward. Tons of room. There is a panorama roof at the top. It doesn't go all the way back. And love the seats, very good leather with the Alcantara. This doesn't have a dual climate control system, otherwise would have some more controls for the climate systems. Storage compartments, and I always love these seat headrests. They move back and forth. Okay, so let's jump to the front and go on a drive. And here we go. Front looks. Love all the leather. Now what's interesting is usually you have a separation of different trim options, but this looks to be all leather all throughout. You have this very plastic piece down here for additional storage. Memory seating 1, 2, 3, heated as well as cooled seats. AMG branding on the door sill down here. We do have sport pedals on this car, and good looking seats. These are standard seats. Of course, if you want, you can option the AMG Performance seats, which will cost you about $3,700. Okay, here we are. Interior looks. We have a number of drive themes actually. I'm gonna set this to the very large head-up display system. Wow, I don't know if you guys can see that on the windshield. I'm gonna set to the race theme and then adjust the drive theme to a sport theme. Interior design, we have this carbon fiber mesh. This is actually not carbon fiber. It does look like carbon fiber, but it's not. First things first, go to the performance. We have new menu options on this hybrid coupe. We have energy flow, because as you drive, the car is going to charge the battery. We're at 1%, so at the end of the drive, this should go up because of the regenerative braking. As we stop and brake, we have drive, set it to the engine. Take a look at the engine torque and power. Feels good. Can't really complain about it. I'm gonna set the car to the Sport Plus mode. Wow. So the engine does sound quite different. I'm not used to how it sounds. Sounds very different. Of course, I know you guys will complain it's not a V8, but this is a new tech. This is the Formula One tech. These are ICE engines. So I've actually shifted to the paddle shifters. Feels good. Wow. I gotta tell you guys, it drives very different. Actually, I'm gonna go to the front. It drives very different. I love the gear shifts. I just love how it handles and drives. It's a ton of power. So obviously, naturally, as you stop and start driving, it changes from manual mode to dynamic mode. This car also does have a race mode. We're not going to test it out because it's a brand new car. Yeah, it drives different. I gotta tell you guys. Gear changes are pretty good. I think it's got quite a stiff suspension in the Sport Plus mode. Naturally, in the race mode, because of the variable torque distribution system, it can send all the power to the rear wheels in those driving situations when you want to use that. But I'm just gonna stick to the Sport Plus mode. Love the head-up display system. Good steering wheel response from the suspension. Nothing to complain about. Love the head-up display system as well. Tons of data from the gauges. We have different drive themes.
I can't find that out right now.
Suspension is also pretty good in this car. Overall, I think it's a different drive. The car is actually quite heavy. It feels heavier than it should be. It's 5,100 pounds because of the battery on between the rear axle.
Online voice control. In order to
Cancel.
use this service, you need a...
Hey Mercedes,
How may I help you?
set ambient light to red.
Red. Always pleasant.
The car does have a voice assistant, which is nice. We have all the nice tech. Quite futuristic, but it's got a ton of electrical components. I think you need to get used to this car for sure in terms of how it drives and things like that. I think overall it's a good buy, but the price, I think you'll be hard pressed to justify spending $103,000. The MSRP is about $91,000. So I think there are mixed reactions about how much this car costs. I think that's one of the things I'll hear a lot about buying a car like this, is really the price. I think overall it's a decent car. We have 2 cup holders, NFC wireless charging, USB-C ports. There are another USB-C port inside here in the center. Good seats. Seats are very comfortable. I love the AMG Falterback sign on the headrests. Carbon fiber trim and glove compartment. Of course, we have the 3rd generation MBUX, which is fully touchscreen. Tons of options, off-road menus. If you happen to go off-roading, you can engage the cameras and augmented reality and see how you're driving. And parking systems. In big cities, we have this display, lets you see all around. That's pretty nice. Climate menu, air quality. We have a fragrance system which freshens the air, recirculates the air around the cabin, and overall it's a plus. But again, I want to hear what you guys think about this GLC 63 SE Performance Coupe. Leave some comments, and quick first take of the new 2025 Mercedes-AMG GLC 63 SE Performance Coupe. Total retail 103. Till next time, stay positive. Peace.